Wait till this gets going. There we go, and we're live. So, hello everybody. My name is Kirsten Foss, and I am the leader here at Kirsten Foss Coaching, as well as our sister company, Virtual Spa Business Management. So, it's been a crazy couple of months during the summer for me personally. Last week I had more of a personal share that was about my son being in a car accident, and he's feeling better. He's home. We're working through that and getting through our supports. But that just means that my Facebook Lives on Thursdays are just a little bit wonky still. So today, I wanted to make sure though that I get out this particular topic because it has to do with your fall marketing. And although we're already in September and some of you may be feeling behind the eight ball, I want to assure you that it is not too late to get started, all right? So this is probably going to be a little bit longer of training today. So make sure you've got a pen and your notebook, and if you want to get a cup of tea, if you're watching this on the replay, so that you can take notes in order to use this little training and be able to map out your fall marketing strategy and then actually implement it, because we all know that sometimes the ideas part can be the easy part, and then the actual implementation can be a little bit of a struggle. So today is about strategy. Today is about big picture thinking, and that's what I want to start with. If you've been at any of my trainings before, whenever we start with strategy, I'm always talking about the first thing we need to do is look at things big picture, because the problem is many of you are really working kind of close up in your business, meaning like you're at the physical, you're at your facility, at the spa, you're working with clients, and so you're kind of in the weeds of your business and really, really close. And I call the two different perspectives needed in spa business management I call it the eagle view and versus the hummingbird view. And the eagle view is the view that we always need to be in when we're looking at making strategic decisions about our business. Because the eagle view is the way big picture view, right? And eagles can see, I think it's like 2.5 miles up in the air. They can see, they've got great eyesight. So while they do have great eyesight, they can also see everything, other things that are happening while they're hunting, right? So we're going to do the same thing, is look at the big picture. So let's start with that. So I've got lots of notes to refer to for you so you don't miss anything here. So when we're talking about big picture thinking in terms of fall marketing, what I want you to be asking, and write these questions down. What at the end of, during these next 6 months, which services or products do I want to increase? So sometimes we get to, like, when we're thinking about what we want to put on feature or special, we're kind of going on, like, what can I make the most money at? Or, what's going to generate the most cash flow for us? Or what's going to create the most bookings? Rather than that big picture view of what are the services that I want to increase? What are the product sales that I want to increase? Okay, so we're just going to answer these big picture questions first. Are you going to have monthly or seasonal specials? Now, you don't have to have a monthly special or a feature. You can, if that's too much for you to organize, to actualize with, if it's just you or if you have a team, then go with seasonal features or seasonal specials. That can be 2 months, it can be 3 months. You've just got a little bit more flexibility there. And quite frankly, in the spa industry, especially with like skin therapy, having a seasonal feature can be a really great way to have kind of the best of both worlds. Having a focus in your business that you want clients paying attention to, but not having to create new monthly ones every month, all right? The other question you want to ask yourself is, will you be rolling out new services or products in the next 6 months or a year? You want to have that kind of on a piece of paper and mapped out when you're working on marketing strategy, so that you're not waiting too long and then trying to put your marketing together, kind of like doing the flight of the bumblebee, all right? Will you be discontinuing any products or services throughout the year? And finally, what do you want to make happen this year? So, do you have any goals that you want to achieve? So, while we often are looking at the financial goals when we're talking about business goals, I think more importantly, it's helpful to figure out what are the kind of professional goals that we want to achieve as in my facility. And that could be, we want to shift from being primarily manicures and pedicures. We want to carve out a bigger waxing clientele. Or we want to shift from being a full service spa to starting to primarily focus on skin therapy. So when you look at your business that way, big picture, that will help you to be able to develop your monthly marketing strategy. All right, so now what's next? Well, really, when it comes down to it with your marketing, it really is all about consistency. All right, so when you are looking at the topics that you want to focus on for the month or for the season, we now want to start spreading that out amongst your marketing platforms, but making sure that we have a consistent messaging. So what I mean by this is that if your end of the year goal is to shift your business primarily from a full service spa to skin therapy, then that means that your marketing, you're going to want to have like 60% of your marketing topics about skin therapy. Okay, so that is how you shift your business in your marketing. It just has to do with focus and then consistent messaging in your marketing. All right, I want to talk about, before we go any farther here, I want to talk about the differences between a feature and having a special. Now, I am not one to say you have to have a special, and a special would be that you're putting it on like it's a special price, a discounted price, or a value add. Now, you don't have to do that. Of course, that often will bring in more interest. That's the whole purpose of discounting a product or a service or having a value add. It's to create more buzz and interest. But that's not to say that's the only way to create buzz. Now, one of my favorite ways to create buzz is to just simply have a feature, a service feature, each month or each season. And this would be, when I used to do these, this could be, it could just be a regular service that I'm actually just talking about more in my marketing for a period of time. So, for example, we're into the fall, and normally we would be really kicking into peel season for skin. So that would be, most of my features could be just talking about, educating, and sharing information about why peels are beneficial, who's the most ideal client for having peels, that kind of thing. So it doesn't have to be on special or a discounted price. We can just shift focus to. Another example of a seasonal feature would just be, just making sure I got all my notes here. So we want to select a particular service that has to do with the right time of year, mapping out your ideal client for that particular feature, who it's best for, then writing out your kind of why, the features and the benefits. So remember, features are the what's in the treatments, but really what we want to focus our marketing on is the outcomes, okay, the benefits. That's really what most people care about. And then finally, you want to make note of the price to make sure that you've got the price and the outcome, to make sure that you are giving that all the information that clients need or potential clients need into your feature. So it's just highlighting it, spotlighting it, okay? But I think for many of you, you're like, I don't know what to do. What do you mean feature it? So run through those points that I just recommended, select the feature service or the feature product, map out the ideal client, write out kind of the why you are featuring this product, why now, and then the outcome, and then focus all your copywriting and your marketing about that in your marketing. All right, let's talk about actual digital marketing. So there's all sorts of different kinds of marketing, but I think most businesses, spa or otherwise, are mostly interested in digital marketing. So your other marketing would be like your business cards, your rack cards, your menus, if you do any networking, even if it's online networking right now. But today let's talk about actual digital marketing. So for the spa industry, what we recommend, as myself as a coach and consultant, as well as for our clients that we do content marketing services for, is that we focus on actual content marketing. And what content marketing is it's informational communication that isn't directly selling, but it's providing value. It's providing knowledge about why your services and your products are valuable. So quite frankly, I think the spa industry does really, really well with content marketing, because that's how you guys like to market anyways, is really just education, information based, okay? So what we recommend for digital marketing is mostly content marketing and unpaid. So we're talking about social media marketing, we're talking about email marketing, we're talking about blogging as a marketing form. We're talking about your website, again, that's content marketing. And then finally, one that is not digital, that is very, very powerful, is your in-spa conversations, all right? So let's start with social media marketing. And I want to give you some little tidbits that we do as a marketing agency for spas. And we repeat this process every single month to ensure that there is consistency in our clients' marketing, like overall messaging, as well as their educational messaging and the focus that they're on each month. So we recommend a minimum of 4 posts a week. And of course, Facebook and Instagram are easily linked up, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel here if you are really short on time. But remember, at least 3 posts a week. If you're doing any less than 3 posts, almost kind of not worth it. So that it would be the minimum. I do recommend also, especially for Instagram, that Instagram stories are a key piece to Instagram marketing. So if you find that Instagram is a much stronger platform for you to run your social media, and I do find that's the case, especially in bigger cities, then you'll want to be focusing on not only just your feed, 3 posts a week, but absolutely doing stories, okay? Now, if you find that most of your business comes from Facebook and you have to pick between, time, effort, money, as far as what do I do for Instagram, what do I do for Facebook? Again, 3 posts a week minimum. And on Facebook and Instagram, I absolutely recommend that you be doing some video content marketing, just like this, Facebook Lives. And I know that's not your favorite thing, but it is very, very effective, all right? So when you're posting 3 times a week, that means that you have 12 posts a month, and this is how we break it down. We have 4 educational posts, and what educational posts are, like, they don't have any real kind of call to actions like buy now or book now. It's just education, an ingredient spotlight, even a service spotlight without having the call to action. Service spotlight as far as who this is ideal for, the features and the benefits, just sharing information. Then as far as educational posts, the other one is before and afters. Those are really, really strong. Those get a lot of engagement. How-tos, so that's a great engagement post, is like doing a Facebook Live or an IGTV, as doing a little demo or doing a little master class. Those do really well. Okay, so 4 educational posts, then we do 4 promotional posts, and we typically pick 2 services to promote, or we do 2 service promotional posts, and we do 2 retail promotion posts. Those are fairly easier. Those are a lot easier to do. Features, benefits, who it's best for, and definitely a call to action. Whether it is, if you're on Instagram, head to the link in the bio and our shop is there, or click the book now button. Okay. And finally, we do 4 engagement posts per month. So engagement posts can be engagement posts that always do really well are professional shots or images of you and your team at the spa. They always do really well in terms of engagement. Behind the scenes video, whether it's just having fun in the back with the team, a little process video of a service, an unpacking of products. Other engagement posts could be image quotes, whether they're funny or inspirational. Special days, whether it's a holiday. I don't recommend doing a lot of the really funny, fun days, like it's donut day. Like, use those sparingly, otherwise it's just not relevant to spa clients. Like, they're like, yeah, funny, fun, but if you want to build a following that is coming to you as a spa professional, then you want to keep most of your marketing about your knowledge, because that's really what you're selling. A little bonus tip for your social media: at least once a week, share your business, a business post off your page to your personal page. And if you have a team, I highly recommend that they do the same thing. Like, they can just pick a post that they resonate most with, and they can share it to their personal page with their own little comment. Definitely helps with your reach. All right, let's switch over to email content for your spa marketing. So again, I know that content marketing isn't a real priority for you in a lot of ways because it feels like a lot of work, but there's ways to make it easier. Yeah, you can outsource it. That's probably the easiest way, but I want to also share how to repurpose some of these things so that you're not kind of reinventing the wheel in your email marketing and then in your social media marketing and such and such. So in terms of email marketing, this has a great ROI to leverage your existing clients. So social media is, not everybody's going to see your posts unless you're paying for ads. And so a lot of times when you throw money at Facebook, more people will just see your regular posts anyways. So, how do you make sure that the features that you're creating, the information that you want to share, the blog that you're writing, or the blog maybe we're writing for you, how do you get that information out to make sure all of your clients know about it? Email marketing. We're not emailing just to like spam people to fill up their inbox. We're sending out information we really truly feel like clients need. All right. So don't be afraid to as far as repurposing, don't be afraid to take some of your social media posts and add them to your email. If one of your social media posts is a really great educational ingredient deck little nugget, use that almost like a little mini blog in your email. You could actually repurpose that into a little mini blog on your website, okay? Plan to send at least 1 email a month minimum. If you have not sent out an email to your list in a few months, time to start off with a re-engagement email. Hey, you haven't heard from me for a few months, maybe a little bit of update about what's been going on in the spa, or update with what's happening with you and your team. Just a little re-engagement warm up to get them used to you emailing again. But once you get rolling again with your email, you want to send out your email at the beginning of the month to share kind of what's up for this coming up month. All right. Ideally, you want to have 2 emails a month. So when we work with our clients with their email marketing, we have 2 options. One of them, they can have, it's a blog and email package. So they could have their blog and just 1 email a month. And then our most popular package is the blog with 2 emails a month. And the first email is more of a promotional email, sharing what's featured or what's on special, any updates that are happening in the spa. And then the second email is more the educational email that is promoting the blog post. But we've also promoted the blog post in a social post on the first of the month anyways. So see, we're starting to get similar information coming from different platforms. That is okay. You're not overdoing it. Don't worry, because they most likely have not seen it on social. And they may not have even actually opened your email, because we know that email open rates for the spa industry is around 20%. If you're getting over 20% open rates, you're doing really, really well. Keep going. All right. Now, I want to make sure that you are also, so we've talked about social media marketing, email marketing, and now I want to talk about your website marketing. So I definitely recommend that you update your homepage at least. So if you have a monthly feature or a monthly special or a seasonal special or feature, that you have an image on your homepage that reflects that. Okay. Now the other piece about that is maybe you've done a little bit of changing up of your services. Just go into your service page, make sure all the service descriptions are on point, your pricing is on point, your book now buttons work, all of that kind of stuff. Also, if you've got an online shop, just make sure that everything is, all the buttons work and there's some smooth transitions. But for your website, the other thing that really helps when it comes to content marketing, helps your SEO, your search engine optimization, that's your ranking in Google, is to be blogging. And the reason why Google or search engines like you to be blogging is because they reward websites that have fresh new content with higher rankings. So when you have a higher ranking with Google, of course, when people are searching for skin therapists or pedicures or waxing, you will start if your SEO is done well in your blogging, you'll start moving up in your in the Google ranking. So it's kind of, as far as blogging and content marketing, there's a couple of different angles. One of them is to increase your SEO. Another one is to prove your knowledge and expertise. And with that, then that kind of breaks off into sharing blogs with your existing clients via email so that they are consistently seeing your knowledge and your expertise and reaffirming the value. But for new people that are coming into your business via your website and reading your blog, it's proving that you know what you're doing and what you're talking about. All right, so it creates like social proof about the validity of your business, which then has a higher chance of driving bookings. Okay, that's how that works. All right, last but not least, let's talk about your in-spa conversations. So we've talked about all the digital stuff, social media, email, your website. We cannot not forget about the conversations that were happening in the spa, because a lot of times y'all are starting to get, you get really comfortable with having really personal conversations for the whole treatment, and then you realize you haven't done any kind of educating, and then at the end of the treatment, either you're rushed for time and don't have time to talk about, next treatments or recommended products. And especially for the fall, the seasons are changing in a lot of areas and your clients will have different skin needs. So don't waste that opportunity talking about personal stuff in the treatment room. Make an effort with you and your team to have some time designated to personal conversations, but the bulk of the time needs to be talking about their skin, their feet, their health, their wellness. And that leads to more opportunities for booking and supporting them with their home care at home, right? All right, yeah, that was a long one. And the final piece here that is about the COVID edition is, okay, Kirsten, I've mapped out my plan. Maybe you guys have been in business for a couple of years and you're like, okay, I'm going to do peels this fall. I'm going to focus on peels. Well, with COVID, we've got kind of some extra issues going on. So some of you might be feeling like your regular fall features or specials that you do might not be appropriate. I've had a conversation with a spa owner the other day about this, as far as, she doesn't feel we should be doing a lot of peels right now because of wearing your mask so often. It's super irritating. There's physical rubbing happening already. So you may find that with kind of our COVID world, you might be needing to look at shifting your normal features that you offer. So maybe rather than, if you have a clientele that loves peels, 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 and you're like, oh, this is just not the right time, then it means that you're going to have to dig a little deeper and figure out what you do want to feature instead. And then pair that up with the education about why you're making that decision. That is a really strong marketing direction. Now, the other piece about COVID is just that as we move into the fall and regular cold and flu season, it's expected that we are going to be heading into a second wave. I know that this is a highly kind of volatile topic when we're talking about closures and stuff. Whether you believe your area should be or not, it doesn't really matter. The bottom line is you want to be also prepared if you are going to be shut down again. What are you going to do? So this fall, you definitely need a plan B. Now, for those of you that are full service, this could your plan B. If you haven't already started working on a e-commerce site, it's time to get working on that. And if you are a skin therapist, then you can absolutely be having tucked in your pocket, virtual skin consultations, virtual facials, virtual skin parties, that kind of thing. So, we're over the past couple of months, as many of you have been able to open, we're not having those kinds of conversations about, what do I do? Now I'm closed. How do I generate money? For some of you, that's just been constantly, it's been the issue right from the spring. But for those of you that are open and not wanting to close, I don't want you to put your head in the sand that it's not an option, because it certainly is, and I want to make sure that you are prepared. This has to do with business continuity, folks. Business continuity. And business continuity, having a business continuity plan isn't just for COVID. Having a business continuity plan is for other situations as well. So, whether you can be in your spa or not, with COVID, the most likely issue is that some places will be closed again. So I just want to make sure that you're prepared for that. If you don't know how to get yourself set up with virtual skin consultations, absolutely reach out to me. I've got a virtual skin consultation toolkit. It's $97. It has all the documents in there to literally plug and play to get virtual consults running up on your for your business. So far, the feedback has been really great, that it's been super easy to understand, super easy just to, copy and paste service descriptions onto their websites and send an email out. I've got like a whole sequence of emails for you in there as well. All sorts of sales scripts and customer service scripts in there. So it's meant to be an easy, here, just take this. Here's all the process, the SOP, the technology, the scripts, the how-tos, just here, take it. Watch the quick videos in there, and you can be up and running with virtual consults in no time. All right. This is not, it's not for skin therapists or estheticians who don't know how to do skin consults. That's not what this little toolkit is. The toolkit is based on the assumption that you are a skin therapist and know how to analyze skin. This is just all the techie stuff and the how-tos that I know many of you struggle with. All right, yeah, that was a long Thursday Spa business break, a long training, but my fall marketing ones tend to be, because they're more like a little mini webinar training rather than just quick little tips. All right, thanks everyone. I so appreciate you. Pop a comment in if you're watching this as a replay. Let me know what you're thinking about for your fall marketing. Have you started? Have you started and then stopped? Have you started but got going right away with your implementation? There's a whole gamut out there. And it's okay wherever you are. But if you want support to do this better, then that's what I'm here for. All right, that's it for me. Have a wonderful Thursday and a really great weekend. And we'll see you not next week, but I will be here the following week for another Thursday Spa business break for you.